Good morning or afternoon or wherever you are, what time. So got caught up for a few minutes and I have a little time, so I thought I'd make a video. I haven't made one in a little bit. So first of all, I'm going to start with some two stash ads. We have this kit here. I've been wanting this kit for a while, but it was just, it's a little expensive. Not to say you don't get value for your money, but I think, sometimes when you think things are a little more out of your budget, you can wait a little bit sometimes and the price will go down. Anyway, I got lucky because this was on the Amazon Prime deal and it was generally half price of what it usually is. So I was very happy to be able to get it, and I saved a lot of money in the process. Yeah, I have seen one of these built at a model show, and I was actually impressed. I thought it was a pretty good looking kit, well detailed. I know it's not a car. I have plenty of car models, but I do like sci-fi models too. It's just I generally don't build as many as I used to because they are generally much more expensive than a car. Anyway, this of course has the shuttle, has the figures, has the engine bay or whatever that room is in the back. I don't remember what they called it in the series. You have the full decal set to do the different ones. And then it doesn't actually show much. Here it is on the back. So I'll put it right there. Let's see, this way. So you get a nice interior in the back. You get the landing pad on the back, the small engine detail on the back, which if you've ever seen the particular episode in which actually the Galileo was destroyed, they use this panel to work on in the episode. And AMT actually paid to build the original Galileo for the TV series. So who better than to make a new model of the kit, the ship. So this should be pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to having the time to get around to building it. Another one I have, I may have to back the camera up for this puppy. Anyway, Airfix makes a bunch of 1/24 scale kits. There's two that I've always been interested in, which is this one, which is a Stuka dive bomber, and their P-51 Mustang. But I don't have either one. So this one came at a very, very, very good price on Amazon Prime. So I ordered it. It's 1/24 scale, so I don't think it'd be very difficult, like a 1930s vehicle or whatever, to go with it. These planes are from the 30s and late 30s. So I could probably build a diorama with this in a car or a truck or something like that eventually. But I've always wanted it. I've always liked the design. I like the fixed wheels, and then the gull wing, which is similar to a US Corsair. It had that gull wing on it, and I just found it as an interesting plane, simply from a 30s technology view. Let's see if I can open it up, and I can show you, because 124, I don't destroy it. So there we go, 1/24 scale, Airfix. That definitely will not be my paint scheme. I'm not an expert on aircraft. I only build aircraft once in a while. I have maybe 4 or 5 aircraft at the most in my stash. Just specific planes that I'm interested in. I would build more aircraft, but it's a whole different genre, and you have to have entirely different paints than you have for cars, and different this and different that. And I don't know much about, like this one here. I don't know the history of it necessarily. I don't know much about it. And I'm not going to get all crazy into counting the rivets and getting the details right, and I don't much care about any of that. So I will probably find a paint scheme that's easy to replicate or make my own, and then I'm just going to build it. So this kit also has a couple figures for the gunner position and the pilot. But it should be pretty good. And you can see that this is the wing, and I'm going to leave them in the back because it's going to be, I'm not starting this model right now. But you can see the wing goes all the way down. It's pretty big kit. I wouldn't say there's a lot of parts in here for a plane kit necessarily. I mean, this mold's probably from the 70s. I honestly don't know. I'd have to look it up. But here's the fuselage here. So what's that, like about 18 inches maybe? So it's going to be a fair fun build. And we'll see what I come up with when I come around to it. But like I say, I wanted the kit for a long time. I never thought it just was recently reissued. So as far as it being reissued at a price that I would pay or that I could afford on my budget, everything aligned, and that's what we got here. So anyway, that's my second stash shot. Unusual for sure. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty while you're really here. We're going to talk about my next project, which is not a big deal, but I feel like I want to build something a little simpler right now. So we're going to build this Airfix quick build Jeep Gladiator. I've already built one of these ones before. I built one to replicate a friend of mine who has a Jeep Gladiator. And I know what you're thinking, oh, it's a quick build, it's a kid's kit, it's a snap together, but don't be surprised. It comes at around 1/24 scale maybe 1/20, I'm not sure. But I remember the other one, putting it next to another car model, and it was very close. So it's not like 1/32, absolutely not. So it's very close to what we're used to building. No paint, no glue, you don't need any of that. You can see that, although I did use glue on the other one because I was building it for somebody and it was never going to be taken apart and I wanted it to stay together. You can see how it all just basically goes together. It's sort of like a type of a Lego fit on some of the parts. So let's get down to the other part. I already started painting some of the parts. So there's a lot of flat black. This vehicle, I'm building this one for myself. So this one is going to be a tan color. To me, a tan. I think it's light tan because that's what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm like semi-prepared. I washed the parts because it seemed like they're really shiny, and I wasn't sure if that was like some kind of film or chemical on it or what it was, just to be sure and just to be safe. These parts are molded in white, which is great for a car modeler. You can paint it any color you want without any big deal. Some of the parts are molded in black, or like a dark gray, and then some of them, this is an interior part. And then some of them are black. Some of the parts are black, although these are shiny, so obviously you would want to paint it with a matte or semi-matte paint. So, but these parts can be painted. And like I say, once you paint them, it's just like any other regular model. Just got to put it together. Some of the parts fit really, really good, really tight. I think there was a few that gave me an issue. But again, I glued all mine together. And you can see here in the instructions that everything just pops together one piece at a time. Very simple to follow. So shouldn't be a big deal. It does not come with decals. It only comes with stickers. So I used probably the headlights, maybe the taillight ones, maybe the dashboard, a couple other things, but then the rest I just detailed with paint, like any other model. And then you have the windshield, Again, all these parts would snap right in. Let's see what we got. We have real, like, rubber tires. And, of course you only get one set of rims. So you have a nice set of rims and nice rubber tires. So, this would generally be an easy build, not a big deal. It does take a few days if you're going to paint it and glue it and detail anything on it that you want. For instance, I'm pretty sure I painted the exhaust silver on the last one I built, and probably did something with the wheel there. And look at all them. You can't say there's no locator pins on this model. Because you get plenty of them. And then of course there's the side steps. But I'm looking forward to just taking my time in building it. Painting it will be the one thing, but once all these parts are painted, and everything else, because I'm painting everything, like, let me see if I got one part. I think these parts here, some of them are painted matte black, and then you might be able to see if there's a difference, but the matte black is on the left. This was matte black here on the right, but I put a thin coat of Tester's Clear over it, and that makes it semi-gloss. It's just easier than buying, to me a flat and matte black and semi-gloss black look very, very similar, very hard to tell apart. So ever since then, I just buy flat black or matte black, and then if I need it to be semi-gloss, I just spray a light coat of Tamiya Clear over it, and that solves that problem. And I don't have to buy 2 cans of black color paint. And that's always worked out pretty well. So, I like Jeeps. I have a Jeep Wrangler. My wife has a Jeep Wrangler. So I know a fair amount about them, and I like them, and I like these vehicles. The pickup truck version's pretty cool, and that's my next project. Without going into it and making an hour-long video, maybe next time. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I will be working on this today. It's early in the morning, but as soon as it warms up a little bit outside, hopefully, then I will be painting the parts. And let's see. Oh. This is the color I'm going to paint it. TS46 light sand. So I think that'll be good. And then I believe this paint dries flat. I'm pretty sure it does because I've used it in the past. This makes a good color for interiors on cars and trucks if you ever want to use it for that. And mostly that's probably what I've used it for, is interiors. But I'll paint this and then I'll hit it with some Tamiya Clear, and then it should be fine. I do have some wet look in some other clears, but I don't really want it to be super glossy. I think it would look weird. So, but very simple, messing around with this. I can't decide on what other project I want to work on yet. I'm trying to decide whether I want to get into something big and complicated, not the Stuka. Maybe I have an 18-wheeler kit. I have some other kits that are really involved, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to get into one of those right away, or I just want to build some simpler things. I'm not sure, but we will see, and I will keep you up to date, of course, with a video. And I may not show a progress video on this one because there's not much to it, but definitely show a final product when that comes around. I appreciate everybody watching and commenting, and I'm getting a lot of new subscribers. But here's the thing, my last video got a lot of views, but it got a lot of comments, and a lot of those people that commented, it's very easy for me to click on their logo and it goes to their channel. So when it goes to their channel, I check it out, and usually if it's something it's model related, I subscribe. So they may or may not subscribe to me. Some of them have, and some of them don't. That's fine. But at least because they comment, it's very easy. I would never know about them if they didn't comment. I would never find them. So I can click on their icon in their comment, go to their channel, and it's very easy for me to just immediately subscribe. And that's how really YouTube should work, you know. But if you never comment, you know, on a video, anybody's video anywhere, nobody's going to find out about you. If you have a channel. If you don't have a channel, doesn't matter. But I have seen people that do not have channels that do have like several hundred subscribers. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what they do. So maybe they're just very friendly people or good at commenting. I don't know, and that's possible. But you do get something out of it when you have a channel and you comment. And I will say that also on the flip side of that coin, there's a lot of people that do comment on my videos. I am already subscribed to them because they probably commented on something before, and that's how I found them, and then I subscribed to them. So, and that's good. It always makes me feel good when they leave a message and then I click on that logo and it's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. I know I'm already subscribed to that guy. I've seen his videos. Oh yeah. So it all works out in the end. We're all one big neighborhood of modelers. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to leave you with this. This is what I'm working on, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.